So the question we have today is, how do I know if I can trust God? It's a really good question, but we have to establish what we mean by trust. So by definition, that word trust means to have a firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone or something. So I know a lot of people I talk to say, well, God hasn't ever done anything for me. Well, first of all, that is so far from the truth. I mean, just take a deep breath. What did you do to earn that or deserve it? Nothing. God gave you life. But I know what they mean. They mean, God didn't do it the way I wanted. I trusted him with something and he didn't come through. Well, the truth is, that's not the best either, because here, think about it this way. Imagine if a dentist did what you wanted. You would never get any fillings and you'd have cavities. Or imagine if a parent always did what the child wanted. You'd have spoiled kids. Or imagine if the police said to criminals, oh yeah, you're right. You just do whatever you want and let them go free. The irony is you would say they'd actually violated the trust that was given to them. So God, yes, he doesn't always do it our way. He does it the best way. So maybe it's based on a feeling, though. A lot of people say, well, I don't feel God. Where is God? And here's what I've learned about life. My feelings can be really unreliable. I have felt a lot of things that were wrong. So what does it mean then to trust God? Well, this is where Paul in Philippians chapter 3 answers the question. He says, here's what it means. He says, I want to know Christ. That word know doesn't mean just mentally. It means actually in experience, a depth of understanding, in practice. I want to know the power of his resurrection, and I want to participate with him in his suffering, becoming like him in his death. That word, becoming like him, is the word from the word where we get the morph suit. I don't know if you know what a morph suit is. Maybe you've seen it at a hockey game or something. There's green and blue, all these colors. These people put a morph suit on, and it takes on the shape of whoever's wearing it. So how do you know if a morph suit is doing its job? Well, it takes the shape of the one who's wearing it. What Paul is saying is to trust God is to actually know him, to know his character, to know that he has proven himself not only through Scripture, but in our own experience. We have thousands of years of God's proven character and nature. And so Paul says, in response to that, how do I learn to trust God? Well, I begin to participate with him in what he does. I begin to look like him. So how can you really know him? Well, it begins by trusting who he is, what he said, and how he wants to work in your life. Maybe not the way you think he should, maybe not with your feelings, but in the very best way. And when you do that, when you really know him, I promise you, you will learn to trust him. And that is a stepping stone to being who God has created you to be.